Chapter 9, Section 5, Objective, to find the area of circles. So how do we find the area of a circle? We use the formula area is equal to pi r squared, where r is your radius, which is half of your diameter. So if we start here with this circle, we want to find an example and find the area of each circle to the nearest tenth using pi equals 3.14, which we'll use for all of our problems today. Area equals pi r squared is our formula. We're looking for areas, and so that means we need to tell what r is. R is 3 in this case. So we have area is equal to pi times 3 squared. So we get 9 pi. It wanted us to use 3.14, so it also said to circle the area of the circle to the nearest tenth. So we'll take 3.14 times 9. 6, 27, 28, 2 decimal places, so we have 2 here. So area will equal 28.26 square meters. It said to the nearest tenth, so that means I need to look at the 6 and round this 2 to a 3, so I'll get 28.3 square meters as my answer. Let's do another one. Again, find the area of a circle, so pi r squared. 2 ways you can go about it. Oh, actually there's not. We have diameter here, so let's find radius. If diameter is 8, radius is half of that. So we get area is equal to pi times 4 squared, or 16 pi. Two decimals, so 2 here. So I get 50.24. Remember, look at that 4. So we get 50.2 square inches. Example 2 says a group of historians are building a yurt to display at a local multicultural fair. The yurt has a height of 8 feet 9 inches, so height equals 8 feet 9 inches at its center, and it has a circular floor of radius 7 feet. What is the area of the floor of the yurt? So if you'll notice, this has just been deemed extra information. All we need is the radius, because to find the area of a round floor, we have area equals pi r squared, where our radius is 7. So we get pi times 49. And they actually tell us to use 22/7 for pi. So instead of using 3.14 on this one, they want us to use 22/7 for pi, which helps us out greatly if you notice, because 7 can go into 7 once and into 49 7 times. So now I can just do multiplication. 22 times 7, I get 4 and 1. So I get 154, its area, and we are in units of feet, so we have 154 square feet. Example 3, given a radius of 1.8 centimeters. They're actually asked you to measure this, but I'm not asking you to measure it, so I'm just going to give it to you just like I will on the homework. They ask us, use a centimeter ruler to measure the radius of the circle. I've given you the radius here. Then find the area of the shaded region of the circle. Use 3.14 for pi. Round your answer to the nearest tenth. First, area is equal to pi r squared. So let's go with that first. Area is equal to pi times 1.8 squared. Well, 1.8 squared is 3.24. And then 3.24 times 3.14 is 10.1736. And if you notice, the picture that they give us looks something similar to what I'm about to do here. This one here, here. If you'll notice in this book, this is actually a 90-degree angle here. We'll try and put one in. Doesn't really show up, but so that means since it's a 90-degree angle, it's taking up a quarter of the circle. because a quarter of 360 is 90. So this is a quarter of the circle. So we're wanting to find a quarter of the area. So one way that we can find that is to simply divide this into 4 equal sections and get 2.5434 when you divide it out, or 2.5 square centimeters. Our homework is on page 548, 7 through 17, starting with number 7. We have find the area of each circle to the nearest tenth, use 3.14 as pi. So we have a circle that has a radius of 3 inches, so area equals pi r squared. So pi times 3 squared, which is 9 pi. If you go back and look in your notes, you'll see that 9 pi is equal to 28.26, or 28.3. And our units on this one are inches, so we have square inches. I also want to point out that on number 12, it is going to measure 0.75 centimeters. So this is a radius of 0.75 centimeters. I would write it down so that you have it when you get to number 12. Okay?